afternoon, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Guys, I'm just trying to set my art, please. Just give me a minute or two and I will be there with you. I'm going to join you guys. Just give me a minute. Please just give me a minute. Let's cook together. It's cooking time. It's cooking time. I'm not seeing that dollar sign. Do I need to do that on my phone? Let me check what dish is here. She said, click on dollar sign, send pin. Let me see, let me go back. Okay. Let me go back and see. Guys, please just give me a minute. I'm not seeing that. I don't know. Hi everybody. Hello, mon amour. Oh. Hi mon amour, how are you? Sister Regina, hi, how are you? Welcome in. Good afternoon. What are you cooking today? Today I'm going to be cooking koki corn for an event. So somebody has an event tonight, so I'm going to be cooking koki corn. Yeah, it's a Cameroonian delicacy, so that's what we're going to be cooking today, mon amour. How are you doing? I love your name. I love your name, mon amour. All right. I'm just trying to set my art, guys. I'm trying to set my art, and I was trying to see if I could send out my, let me see if I could send out how to call it again, membership. I don't know how to do it. Somebody was trying to direct me yesterday, and I'm trying to see if I can do it using my laptop, but I'm not seeing the dollar sign. I was told to use the dollar sign, but I can't see the dollar sign. Let me see if I can use my phone. But I don't think, oh, I think I can use my phone. Oh yeah, I can use my phone. But why can't I use my support ID? Hi Ami, how are you? How are you, sis? Welcome in, darling. Just give me a minute. We're going to be cooking together. We are going to be cooking together. I wanted to do this in the morning. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. I am doing very well. Should be highlighted. Let me see again. What did she say? If you click there, membership, share, membership free, membership gifting. Okay, let me see. Membership. I don't know what is this. Should be highlighted in green. 2 days on a live stream in progress or upcoming premiere. Alright, so I'm unable to do this. I do not know how it is supposed to be done. Send gift membership to this channel viewers. The gift membership that you send will be publicly announced. Lucky recipients selected by you to get 1 month of access to perks from all right, I'm going to ask her a thing tonight. Okay, I'm going to ask her tonight. All right, so let's get started, guys. Let's get started. We're going to be making some koki corn, like I said earlier. We're going to be making some koki corn, family. This is for an event. So it's going to be a big batch. Like, it's really going to be big. It's going to be a big batch, guys. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining, guys. So we're gonna get started. All right, sis. Yeah, you'll be back when we are in business. Yeah, you'll be here when we are in business, in full business. Enjoy your shower. Enjoy your shower, darling. It's very important. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much for joining. So we are here. We have to start cooking. Yeah. So we have to start cooking. All right. All right, so here this is what we're going to be cooking. Here we have some palm oil. I'm going to take, this is full. I'm going to take the one I've started using. Here I have my salt. I'm going to be using salt. I have here some, I hope you all know this, some Scotch bonnet pepper for some heat. It is optional, so if you do not consume pepper or if you're pepper intolerant, you can leave this out, darlings. Then I have here some crayfish. Crayfish is the twist that we have here. On the original recipe, the traditional recipe, we really do not add crayfish. It is a vegan dish, yeah, but adding crayfish gives it an extra, an extra taste. Then I'm going to be using spinach. I'm going to be using fresh spinach, baby spinach. Traditionally, we use cocoyam leaves. Yeah, if you have cocoyam leaves, you are good to go. Then I'm going to be using frozen corn. I've allowed it to thaw because I do not need that ice in there. So traditionally also we use corn, harvested corn from the farm, and we, we use it for our cookie corn. Then I'm going to be double wrapping. We're going to be using baking sheet and foil paper. Traditionally, we use banana leaves or plantain leaves. We do not use this. But because I am not at home and I had to see, I was lucky to see banana leaves in a supermarket yesterday, but they are extremely expensive. Like one small banana leaf is it's literally more expensive than this, yeah. So we are going to be using these ingredients. Yeah, this is what we are going to be using, guys. So now let's get started. We're going to start by washing our spinach. Yeah, guys. So we're going to wash our spinach, all right? Just give me a little minute. Okay. All right, everybody. So I just need to get another bowl. We are going to wash our spinach. Yeah. Okay, guys. Right. So here we are. It's time to. We're gonna come this way, and we're going to wash. We're going to wash our spinach. So here we are using our baby spinach. Packets are big. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for the likes. Please feel free to share the video so others can join the live stream. And please like the video so we can have more people join the live stream and we can cook together. Remember, we are cooking as a family. Yeah, we are cooking as a family, guys. So this is going to be a massive. This is going to be a massive meal. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. So let's come this way. We need to strain this because we do not need water. And I'm just going to rinse it a little bit again. So you see why it is always good to wash your veggies and strain it that way. You can see sand at the bottom of my bowl. So it is always very good. You can see we have some tiny particles of sand. We have some tiny particles of sand resting at the bottom of our bowl, yeah. So this is our third wash. And you can see it is nice and clean. Water is nice and clean. So I'm just going to pour this here. Please, I might not be seeing your comments for now, but I'll definitely reply in a minute. Just in case I do not see your message, just know I'm not ignoring you, but I am just trying to focus on what I am doing here. All right, darlings. So, and I'm just going to rinse. All right. And now we are good. I'm just gonna let it sit here and strain. Then we have here our corn. We have our sweet corn. We're going to be blending or crushing our sweet corn. Hi, Brett Palmer. Hi, hello, sir. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope everything is going well. How is your family? How is your beautiful family? Hope everybody is doing well. So now I'm just gonna shift everything aside a little bit because I need some space, guys. I need some little space. I need some space because, so this is our sweet corn here. I'm using frozen sweet corn. Yeah, but traditionally we use freshly harvested corn, like fresh from the farm. So I'm just trying to strain it because of the ice that was there. It melted and turned into water, and I do not want to use that, right? So this is what we're going to do. So this is going to be a big batch. I like cooking, and I see you do too. Yes, I love cooking. Yeah, I know you like cooking. I know, and I think you like cooking. You always cook in, I don't know, in an open space, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you like cooking in an open space. I remember you made something for your birthday and all. The other day I watched one of your videos. You were making something as well. Yeah, so here we are. So I love cooking. Cooking is my happy place. I love cooking. All right. So now I'll be needing my blender, guys. I'll be needing my blender. And we're going to slightly crush. I'm going to keep this in the refrigerator because I do not need it right away. All right, so I'm just going to connect my blender. Okay, guys. So here we are. Let's see what we need here. So now here, we're going to transfer this corn in here. So here we are adding our corn. Yeah, and we're going to add some water. We are going to add some water. And we're going to crush it, crush it. We won't be blending it onto smooth. We do not need a velvety smooth consistency or texture. So I'm just going to add some water in there, and I'm going to quickly crush. So we're going to roughly crush it. So I'm actually using the pause button. Yeah, I'm using the pause button. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm just using the pause button. All right. So here we are. This is what we have. Yeah. Now we're going to transfer it into our bowl. I have a clean bowl here. I'm going to transfer it into my bowl. So you can see it is not completely crushed. It is not completely blended. It is just crushed. You can see here. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave this here so you guys can see what we're doing. And now we're going to do more. So here we are. This is another pie, and this is another one. So this is the fifth, I think. This is the fifth one. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Brad. Thank you so much. And here we are going to transfer it again here. Then we're going to go in with more water. we're going to go in with more water, and then we're going to crush it just like we did with the other one. So I can just do that here without moving my blender. Sorry. What happened? I'm using the pause button for those who are just joining. I'm using the pause button because I do not want to blend it until smooth. I'm just crushing the corn. Yeah, so you can see it is roughly blended, roughly. You can still have some whole grains in there, but that is fine. That is just fine. So I'm going to be doing it in 2 batches. I want to believe so because I do not have very big bowls, but yeah. So I think so here we are adding the other one. Then we're going to go in with water. Okay, so there we go. We're adding it there. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to look at how many we've crushed so far. We have 1, 2, 3. I put the other one in my garbage bag, but we're just going to check. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 and 5 and 6. Yeah. So we're going to do one. I think 6 is okay. Or we can do one last one. So we'll do 7 each. 2, 4, 6. Okay. So I think we can do 6 for now. That's fine. It's okay to do 6. So we are comfortable with the mixing here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water here and rinse everything. So we're going to rinse everything here and add it to our mixture. And I'm going to set my blender aside. I'm just going to leave my blender aside. And I'm just going to add this here. We are not wasting anything. Okay. And next, what do we need to do next? I'm just going to leave the blender there. I'm just going to leave the blender there. And next, we need to crush our Scotch bonnet pepper because we need some pepper in here. So we're going to crush our Scotch bonnet pepper. But this is optional. If you do not do pepper, please do not bother. Just skip this part. Do not add the pepper. But it is always beautiful to have that heat, that extra heat in your food. As a Cameroonian and the African that I am, pepper It's very important, guys. Pepper is very important. All right. So let's get started. Let's start by let's crush our pepper. So I'm using my traditional hand grinder and I'm gonna crush it just like we do in the village. So, but traditionally we usually use a stone. We have a stone where we grind like this, but I do not have that stone right now. So, I'm using this hand grinder. I got this from Ghana a long time ago. I have been using this for years. I've been using this for a long time. Thank you everybody for joining, guys. So I'm gonna add some little salt here and blend. This is optional if you can choose not to add salt. All right, so we are done. You can crush it more, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. Now we're just going to use our fingers and, lick this like this and clean up everything. But once you're done with this, just go ahead and wash your hands here, because pepper is nobody's friend, guys. Pepper is nobody's friend. Pepper is nobody's friend. Then I'm just going to transfer it into my bowl. And I'm going to quickly wash my hands. So we're gonna keep this, set this aside. And now we're going to mix this now. That pepper, oh my god. Thanks guys, thanks for liking the video. All right, so now we're going to mix this. We're going to be adding polenta. We're going to be adding some corn flour or maize flour to it, because the frozen corn is not as thick. It doesn't really have, how will I explain it? It's not as thick as what we have back home, because what we have back home, we would not add any flour. Once you do it this way, you mix it, just add the oil and you get the right consistency. But if I have to do this, it's going to be too mushy and it won't be successful. Yeah, so that's why we are adding some polenta to it, or some corn flour to it. Yeah, so that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be adding this. You can use any brand, it doesn't matter. I'm just showing you what I'm using, corn flour. So yeah, so I have some leftover that I used the other day, and so we're just going to transfer everything here, and we're going to mix. Guys, please share the video. Do not bother to share the video, guys. So here we are. We're adding our mixture, and we're going to open this and add more. It's troubling to open. Okay, so we're gonna add more. Then we're going to mix gradually. Go in with some salt as well. Then mix. Now in Africa, I would say in Cameroon, we usually with our eyes. We are not good at saying add a teaspoon of salt in your pot of kwakoko or your pot of ekwang. No. We use our eyes. Our mothers taught us how to use our eyes and measure the quantity of salt that is needed, the amount of salt that is needed in your pot, so you can know. It's easy to know. And while I'm mixing this, I'm going to start heating my oil, because we are going to be using palm oil. Yes, we're going to be using some palm oil. So let me just get my pot and my oil, and then we're gonna hit it. So here we're going to add some oil and heat up the oil, but we are not bleaching the oil, we are just heating it up. So I'm adding some oil here. I'm going to let this melt. I'm going to let this sit in some hot water so we can obtain all the oil. But in the meantime, I'm going to be using this as well. So here we have more oil. We're going to be using more oil. So we're just going to heat up this oil. So I'm just going to put this oil on fire to heat up here. So we've all seen what the oil looks like. Later we're going to see how it has melted and heated up. Then while that is happening, we are mixing this. You need to mix this nicely. we're going to add more of the flour, the corn flour, and mix. At this stage, I'm going to go in with some of my pepper. Yeah, so we are adding part of our pepper here. I'm going to be adding half because we're going to be using the other half for but we're going to taste. If it's not hot enough, we are going to add more. So that's our pepper. We are adding our pepper and mixing. You have to do this with love. Add some love to your cooking, guys. Always remember to add love to your cooking. Always remember to add love to your cooking. All right, darlings. Oops. So we're going to taste and see if we need to add more salt. I'm going to be adding a little bit of salt, but I still need to make sure I mix it well, like really well. Then when I add my oil, so we're going to go in with a little more amount of flour. And guys, my hands are very clean, all right? So our food is safe. Our food is clean. Guys, I was just double checking my oil. I was just double checking the oil if it is hot. Hey fabulous, welcome in. We are in the kitchen. Happy Friday. I hope it's Friday at your end. Happy Friday. Yes, fabulous. We are here to learn. We are here to learn, darling. We are here to learn. So I was just double checking if my oil. Okay, fabulous. Here I have some sweet corn, some crushed sweet corn, and I'm adding some corn flour. I added some corn flour, added my salt, and I added some crushed pepper. I added some crushed habanero pepper. So that is what we're mixing right now, and later we're going to be adding palm oil to it. Yeah. So far, we're just mixing it, making sure that everything is nicely incorporated. They're all connected to each other. Yeah. So we are waiting for our oil to get hot. Then we're gonna add it to our mixture and then mix again. So you can see why I'm saying we need to mix nicely, because you still have some corn flour here hiding somewhere. We have some corn flour hiding somewhere. So this is one of our Cameroonian delicacies. It is mostly eaten during the rainy season, because that is when we have very fresh corn. So you would have it in every home, like every home will have to cook koki corn, especially those who have got farms, and because it is cooked with freshly harvested corn. Or you can rush to the market in the evenings and see those mothers who just brought fresh corn from the farms and buy the very freshly harvested sweet corn, and then come make your koki corn. So usually you have koki corn in homes during the rainy season, because that is when we have very sweet and delicious fresh corn. Yeah. Let's taste and see if our salt is enough. Tall man, hello, tall man. How are you? So I'm going to add a bit of salt. How are you doing, tall man? Welcome in, my brother. Welcome in, tall man. Oh, that sounds very close to our hush puppies. Oh, that's nice. That's good to know. Yeah, so we need to clean up here. So, yeah. Okay. That's good to know. I'm happy to know that you guys have something similar. Yeah, maybe the difference is going to be the oil that I'm adding, because I'll soon be adding palm oil. So I'm going to show you the palm oil. We are heating the palm oil. Let's go to the other side of the kitchen and see what we are doing here. We are heating our palm oil. So I just need my palm oil to be hot, and then we're going to go ahead and add it to our pot, then mix again and see if we need to add more pepper. We're going to add more pepper or salt. We're just going to adjust our seasoning. Yeah, so let's go back to, yeah, that's the difference, I guess. Yeah, so our oil, I just need my oil to be a little bit hot. We do not need to bleach, need it to be a bit hot. And then oh, you use peanut oil. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Guys, sorry, I was just trying to get some ice and place my phone on the back of ice, because my phone will soon overheat, and the moment my phone overheats, ice running. Thank you, Fab. Thank you so much, Fabulous. So here we are. Okay. I just want to tie Mama Lisco, welcome in the building. Mama Lisco, welcome in the building. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Lame. How are you doing today? How are you doing, Lame? How are you? Happy Friday, Mama Lisco. You're welcome anytime. Today we are cooking koki corn. Today we are cooking koki corn. So guys, I'm just trying to place my phone on the back of ice. before it shuts down. Oh, yeah. Okay. And it's going to be dragging my phone down. All right. Okay, so we are going to continue mixing this beautiful thing. Fabulous is on the arts, but I wanted to ask her something. I'm waiting for her to come back. The moment she comes back, I'm going to ask her. Yeah, I'm going to ask her when she comes back, when she reconnects. Fabulous said they use, she uses Fabulous, I was about asking, what other thing do you add to your hot puppies? They sound interesting. I would love to know. They sound interesting. So you add peanut oil. Yes, Mama Lisco, we are making some koki corn. We are making some koki corn. I'm just warming my oil, and after that, I'm gonna add it to the mixture. Then after the oil, we're gonna know if the salt is enough. So our oil is almost hot, and once we add our oil, we're going to go in with some crayfish. Now, crayfish is a twist, it's a beautiful twist, yeah? But if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, please do not bother to add crayfish. The recipe is just complete, yeah? And then we are adding some, I'm going to be adding some baby spinach, but traditionally we add cocoyam leaves. We add cocoyam leaves, but I do not have cocoyam leaves, so I'm replacing my greens with spinach. It still works. It works, but traditionally what we use are cocoyam leaves, guys. What we use are cocoyam leaves, all right? So I'm just waiting for my oil to get hot. I'm just idling around waiting for the oil to get hot. Then we're going to add our other ingredients. So let's just continue to mix this and make sure that we do not have any corn flour at the bottom of our pot. So do not bother if you're not in Cameroon, or if you're not a Cameroonian, you can still do this, guys. You can still do this. For those of you who are in America, you can actually visit any African shop and you get palm oil in there. Or I think you can order palm oil from Amazon as well. I think so. Same with Canada. Same with other European countries. Palm oil is easily accessible these days. I want to believe so. Yeah, there's even some palm oil that comes from Asia, I think. Yeah. So you can use that. You can use that. Yes, just find palm oil. You can get palm oil from any African market. Any African market, you can definitely get palm oil from there. I'm pretty sure you can get palm oil from there. Yeah. So this palm oil is actually a Ghanaian brand. It's from Ghana, the Ghana heritage or something. Yeah. So if you get your palm oil, you are good. If you get the palm oil, you're good, my darling. You are good, and you will love it. Trust me, you will love it. It's lovely. It has a kind of, yeah, I would say. And palm oil comes from palm nuts. Yeah, it comes from palm nuts. So our oil is almost hot. Yeah, our oil is almost there. So I just want I want my oil to be hot to the extent of heating up when I pour it on this thing. That's just what I'm waiting for. So once you add it there, you are good. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be beautiful, guys. And fabulous, I have a detailed recipe as well on, yeah, but if you have any questions, any day, anytime, you can ask me, and I'm always ready. I'm always ready to answer and guide you when you want to cook this. And I'll be happy to get feedback. I'll be happy to get feedback. Just make sure you get your palm oil and you will do this wonderfully. You will do this beautifully. So I'm just checking up on my oil again. So just 2 minutes, guys. I'll be bringing our oil. I'll be bringing the oil and we're going to do this. We are going to do this together. So I just want to get ready and bring our oil because I don't want to put the oil on. Okay. It's taking too long. I was supposed to put the oil a little earlier, but I forgot, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, so sorry. All right, so here our oil is hot and we're going to transfer. So this is our oil, guys. Here we have our oil and we're going to transfer, pour some here. And I'm gonna keep it there. Then we're going to mix this. Now you need to mix this gently, guys. I'm not putting all the oil because I need to make sure that I do not put too much. So I have to mix. I have to mix and make sure that everything is nicely coated in oil. So you can see, guys. Can you see what we are doing here? So I'm going to add more oil. Hi, Ami. Welcome in, my darling. Welcome in, Ami. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome in. Whoops! See, I messed up, guys. I poured some oil. So we have to do this gently, guys.
gently so you don't waste oil like I did. So you can see we still have some here that is not covered in oil. So we need to mix right up to the bottom. Then I'm going to add a little bit more oil. Okay. You need to mix this, guys. Make sure you go right down, especially if you're making a large quantity like this. But if you're making something small, it's very easy, you know. It's very easy. But once the quantity is large, it's a bit challenging and you need to be very technical when you're mixing it. And especially if you do not have a very big bowl like me. I do not have a very big bowl, so I'm struggling. Yes, I'm adding too much oil, darling, because this is a traditional dish. This is a traditional dish, darling. This is how we cook this dish. We add oil because everything has to be covered in oil. Then we're going to steam it. And palm oil is very healthy. Very healthy. Yeah. I'm not frying the oil. I'm just adding the oil. Thank you so much. I just need to clean up this oil. I made a mess, guys. And I need to clean this. All right. Oh, I don't have a bigger bowl. I don't, that's what I was saying. I do not have a bigger bowl. I think this is my biggest bowl. I do not have a bigger bowl, so that is why I am struggling. Yeah. And my baking dish is not, it's not deep. My baking dish is not even big. It's not as big as this. I don't have those extra large baking dishes. This is, but it's going to work. Don't worry. I've done this before. I have done this before. I've been here before. I've been here before. So yeah. I have been here before. It is quite challenging, but you know, we're gonna do it. We are going to do it. So I'm going to taste now. Yeah, it's so I'm going to go in with some crayfish. I'm going to add some crayfish to it now. You want to eat? I mean, wait. We still have to cook it. We still have to cook it. I mean, don't worry, you're going to eat. You are going to eat, darling. So, yeah, I'm going to add some crayfish. Now, I'm not adding a lot because this is just a twist. You know, you want people to use their palate and their brains at the same time when they are eating and wondering what is that extra spice that was added to this. But if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, please do not bother. This is just an extra tip. Traditionally, we do not bother to add crayfish. We just cook it. It's a vegan dish. It's a vegetarian dish. So it is fine. But yeah. But if I have to add any salt, I need to add my crayfish first because crayfish is a bit salty. So I need to add my crayfish first before I see if I need more salt. Do you get me, guys? Do you understand me? Do you get me? So we're going to mix this nicely. All right. So you can see it's easily manageable now because I added the palm oil, so it is softer. The consistency is just what we want. Not too hard, but not too runny, you know. Making a mess. Okay, I'm gonna taste. All right. All right, I mean, no worries. So I feel like I need to add a little amount of pepper. I need to add a little more. I just feel like it's not too hard. So I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. Then we're gonna mix it. And let me just add a little amount of crayfish. And we are going to start tying. So this is enough. Yeah. So later because we're going to be making 2 batches, guys. Like I told you, I do not have a bigger bowl. But if you have a bigger bowl or a very big pot, it's going to be easy to manage. It's going to be easy to mix everything together, honestly. Then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more salt. Then we're going to top it up with some love. We're going to add about 3 cups of love because it is a huge quantity. And mix, mix, mix. I know you won't be seeing me adding the love, but I've added love. I've added 3 teaspoons of love, guys. I've added 3 cups of love. Sorry, I've added 3 cups of love. Yeah, guys. So, yo, this is some huge exercise, guys. Who says cooking is easy? Who says cooking is easy? This is some exercise, man. Guys, I have a video I just posted today. I posted a video today, and what I posted was actually made by my niece. When she was done, I was just watching, how would I say? I was just recording, yeah. I was just recording, and I allowed her to do everything by herself. And when she was done, after a few minutes, she took a deep breath and exclaimed, like she had a funny exclamation. And I was like, what happened? She said, cooking is really hard. I'm so tired. She just made some tortilla wraps. She said, I'm so tired. Cooking is really hard. I said, okay, now you understand. When you choose to be picky, she's very picky when it comes to food. When you cook this, she eats like a cat. She eats very little, and then she wants to eat something else the next day. She wants to eat something else the next day. She easily gets tired eating the same thing. It's like, now you understand. Now you understand. You cooked for us, so she said it's so hard. Cooking is so hard. All right, guys. So I think we've mixed it nicely. It is nicely mixed. I'll just add a bit of salt again because I'm going to add some spinach. So this salt is going to be enough. The pepper is enough. The amount of pepper we added is just enough. Just slightly hot, not too hot, not overpowering, but just enough, guys. Oops, I'm making a mess, guys. Ooh. This requires some energy, So now we are going to go in with our spinach. We are going to go in with our spinach, guys. Thank you so much, We're going to go in with our spinach. I'm just rinsing my hands. Thank you, Fab. Thank you, Fabulous. Thank you so much. So we're going to go in with some spinach. Here we are using baby spinach. But like I said, traditionally we use cocoyam leaves. So I'm going in with some spinach. I'll just add a little bit more salt. I try to be very careful with the amount of salt I'm adding. That's why I add it gradually, because it is something you can't adjust. You can't add water, you can't add water to it. So if you want to adjust, you just need to get more corn, and we do not have enough corn for that. So we have to be very careful when we are adding salt. You do not want to um, ha have it too salty, you know. So that's why I'm very careful with the way I'm adding the salt. That's why you see me adding it gently, gradually, gradually, with love. Okay, then we're going to go in with more. I'm doing this gradually as well because we do not have enough space. So if we had a bigger bowl, it would have been better. It's not like this bowl is small, it's just that the quantity is really big. We are doing this for an event. I'm taking it somewhere. I have a lady who has a celebration and she's a Cameroonian. She has people who are going to come around, so I want her to let them try one of our delicacies, guys. Fabulous, how far with your store? How far have you gone with your store? How far have you gone with your store, Fabulous? It is up on my page. I am doing a live today to show how to do them. All right, I put spinach in everything. I can. I love it. Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. Spinach is healthy. It's lovely. Yeah, I visited it from your community. It's really lovely. I love the designs. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. So I'm adding more spinach. You can also use cabbage. My mom used to use cabbage sometimes. Yeah, instead of cocoyam leaves, she used cabbage. Maybe I'm going to make a recipe one of these days on that as well. Giving you all the options. Because sometimes some people just feel like, oh, I cannot have this because she used spinach and I don't have spinach. No, there's so many. And you can also make it without veggies. But it's just that to be on the healthier side, we always add veggies. Yeah, we always add veggies. And it's more colorful, it's prettier, it's more beautiful, it looks more attractive, and it's more appealing. Yeah, so you see, guys, I'm struggling because my bowl is small. But yeah, we can manage. We can manage. We've struggled before and we can still struggle today. All right, guys. So yeah, now we are good. We are good. We are good. We are good. Okay. So now it's nicely mixed. It's about time to start wrapping. We need to start wrapping this. We're going to be doing the double wrapping method. So, we are going to be doing the double wrapping method. I'm enjoying the touch of the pepper, guys. Yeah, it is nicely mixed, well seasoned. Okay, guys, so it's time to wrap. We need to wrap this thing. So now we're going to clean up this place and going to start wrapping our stuff. So let's clean up and see how cabbage another staple of my house. Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with nuts. Yeah, they are so pretty. They are so pretty. So we just need to clean. Let's just clean up and then and see how we need to wrap this. I'm just going to take this away for now. I'm just cleaning this because we need to use the space, you know, guys. We need to use the space to wrap our stuff. All right. So we need this. Oh, a lot of this. Oh. Thank you, everybody. Okay. So let's get started. Let me get my tray. So like I said, guys, so we're going to be creating more space. I'm going to take that off. So for now, we do not need the spinach. We're going to set it aside and then create more space because we need more space. I'm going to take my pot as well. So we have our pot here and we're going to layer our pot. So I'm just going to put one. So I'm going to put, so you see these ones, are very big. So I'm just gonna put this at the bottom of my pot like so. I'm gonna put 2. I'm going to put 2. Yeah, so here. Then when we wrap, we're gonna place it one after the other. And now we are going to start wrapping. We're going to be using this cling film. We're going to be using foil paper. We're going to be using some foil paper to wrap because leaves are very, very expensive, guys. Very expensive. I can't afford them. Leaves are very expensive. So we're just going to place this like this. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I already prepped some of them. We're going to be wrapping them here. So we're going to be double wrapping it here. I'm going to put the blender and we're going to put our pot there. All right. So now we're going to take a mixture. Going to take your mixture and place it here. I don't want to be very, very big because I want each person to just have like one, like they're having a shawarma, you know. So then we're going to fold like this, you know, and then fold in because you do not want water to get inside. Then we're going to wrap, and then fold, and then we're going to do a second wrapping. We're going to do a second wrapping. When you wrap, you need to make sure you really protect the edges so that water doesn't get into your pot. Then we're going to place it in our pot like so. Yes, here leaves are very, very expensive if you can find them. Yes, if you can find them, yeah. This is nothing like I thought we were cooking. Oh, glad I stayed to learn. Okay, so how do you guys cook what you were talking about? Is it some kind of porridge or... Then we're gonna put another one. And we're gonna place, as you know, we're going to repeat this process over and over and over. Yeah. And then, you know, we're going to wrap. And then you wrap. Like this, water cannot penetrate. Yeah. And then you double wrap and double wrap. So yeah, so this is how we do it. Then you place it at the bottom of the pot. Oh, you guys make it like a bread. Little fried balls. Oh, I see. No, this we do not fry. We kind of steam it. So we do not let water get in. We just steam. You're gonna cook it. You add water by the side of the pot. I'm going to show you guys. You add water by the side of the pot. When the water dries up, you add more water. We're going to cook it for, like, since it's a large amount, we're going to cook it for about 2 hours. We'll just let it steam. It's just steaming, you know. So it is just steaming. You just let it steam there. Yeah. I saw leaves in the supermarket yesterday, and one was 9 cents. I mean, almost €1. Why should I buy? And it's a very small leaf, very tiny leaf. I can't, I can't even do anything with it. Steaming is so healthy. Yes, that's what I was saying when Ami was saying it has too much oil. I was saying the cooking method is fine. It is steaming. We are just steaming, and the oil we're using is raw palm oil, raw. So I just have to heat it up because I needed to melt it. Yeah, I need to melt it, and yeah, that's why I had to heat it up. But we are not doing any frying here. No frying is taking place, so it's a very healthy option. It is very, very healthy. Very, very healthy, guys. Then you wrap it like this. So you can see this is what we have here at the bottom of the pot. You can place it however you want. Just make sure it doesn't rip. You do not want it to rip. Yeah, you don't want it to rip off. Yeah, so we're just going to pack it like this gently until our pot is full. Yeah, guys. Hey, Zwake! Sister Regina, how are you? Welcome back. Welcome back, darling. Welcome back. Welcome back. It looks sumptuous. Yes, it is sumptuous. It is sumptuous. It is so delicious, sis. We might be making a second round. If you're still here, then you're going to see the process. But yeah, otherwise, this is how we make it. So I'm just wrapping now. But you have access to leaves, Sister Regina. You have, oh my God. Yesterday when I was watching, I saw you eating on a leaf. I just felt like crying. I was like, how I wish I could get those leaves. I would make good use of them. So you can wrap in your banana leaves. Traditionally, we wrap in banana leaves, Sister Regina. Traditionally, we wrap in banana leaves, yeah? But I'm doing this here because leaves are so expensive. When I say expensive, that is if you happen to see them, because you don't see them all the time. If you're lucky to see them, they are very expensive, guys. Leaves are very expensive. Yeah. So here we are making this beautiful, beautiful wraps. And then we're going to wrap like this and wrap like this. Now you need to wrap them and make sure that when you're steaming, water doesn't get into your wraps. You do not need water in them. So that's why I am trying to use the double method, especially because I'm not using leaves. Yeah. Yes, we are going to make a next batch. We're going to make a next batch. We're going to make 2 batches. I just hope my phone will not disappoint me. Oh, look at what I did, guys. Too much talking, and and I forgot that I wasn't supposed to, but I'll just do this. So let me just get. So I'm just going to use my tissue and wipe this. I can't waste this, guys. I'm not wasting anything. Yeah. Then I'm going to fold this one. I'm going to fold this. Then we're going to fold it again. I'm folding it like this because I want to make sure water doesn't penetrate. Like Gary Fito here in Ghana. Oh, really? Oh, okay. But you know, this is with corn. It's with corn, not with cassava. It's not made from cassava. I made this from corn, sweet corn. But I think you in Ghana, you're very lucky. You can use fresh corn, like fresh. I don't know what season you guys have in Ghana, but usually this is eaten most often during the rainy season because we have a lot of fresh corn and we use the fresh corn to cook this. Then we're going to wrap. So here, water will not penetrate. So you can see what we have here already. Guys, you can see this is what we have. Okay, sis. Gary for I don't think I'll try that. Is it made from Gary? Is it made from Gary? I want to believe so. I want to believe it's made from Gary. Because the name says it all. The name alone says it all. So yeah. Thank you, Ami. Oh, all right, no problem. Make them happy. Make them happy. All right. Okay, I'll be waiting. Take care. Thank you so much, Fabulous. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Thank you so much. Take care of the duck, Fabulous. Okay.
Yes, it's made from gari. We use gari, sprinkle a bit of salt, water on it onto it, and add palm nut soup. Oh, and just palm oil, and you good to go. Okay, one of the easy to make affordable food you can find in Ghana. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Thanks for sharing that, sis. Thank you so much. It is interesting. Interesting to know.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo.
Thank you, sis. Thanks a lot. so you can see this is what we've wrapped so far. This is what we've wrapped so far, guys. Thanks for the likes. Wait, let me, this paper, this aluminum foil is making noise. Okay, so when you were away, I was saying that we traditionally use cocoyam leaves, you know, we use cocoyam leaves, but because I do not have cocoyam leaves, I'm using spinach. But again, somebody like you back home, it's very easy for you. You have cocoyam leaves. I mean, especially you're there in the village, you would definitely have access to cocoyam leaves, and the very fresh ones. You will have access to them. So this is what I used. I wanted to show you, but there is water on it. I don't want, let me take it and show you. These are the leaves we use, the spinach. I'm using baby spinach, but sis, use cocoyam leaves. But when you use cocoyam leaves, just make sure you cook it for a longer period of time so that it doesn't itch. You know, cocoyam leaf itches like, right? So you don't have this itchy sensation and all. But yeah. Kontomaya. Okay, yeah. So you have them. It's good for you. You know, you can, I know you can just have them any day, anytime you want. So yeah, that is what we use traditionally. Like we use cocoyam leaves. But because here I do not have cocoyam leaves, I have to use something else. I have to improvise. I have to use this spinach. Again, I got confused. Then we just wrap it in banana leaves. It's very healthy, you know, banana or plantain leaves. So I'm making two sizes. I'm making some a little smaller, some bigger, because I'm taking it for an event. Some people might not want to eat too much, while others will want to have a bigger one. So that's why I am doing this. That is why. Yeah. I'll just put some water to heat up. So I'm just heating up some water because we're going to use hot water to start the cooking, to fasten the cooking process. Yes, sis, I wish I wish you were here. Really, you would have tried it. It's going to be delicious. So you can always make it at home, honestly. You can always make it at home if you have fresh corn from the farm. You can always make it. I don't know about you, but I like trying new things. I like trying dishes. I like learning how to cook them. So you can always make it at home. And don't be surprised. You might love it. The kids might love it so much. It's very simple, very healthy as well. Okay. Look at our pot, guys. Look at our pot. I'm just gonna see if I can manage to put something here, and then we're gonna be good. This is our pot. So we're gonna cut these in two and make smaller ones as well. So I'm going to make something small here. Yeah, so we have this. Look at our pot, guys. Our pot is full, so we're gonna make a smaller batch because my other pot is small. This is my biggest pot. So now I'm going to, what am I going to do? We're going to be putting water by the side, right, guys? So you can choose to cover it. I'm going to cover it with more clean flame. You can choose to cover it with more clean flame, or you know, we're gonna cover it like this with more clean flame. But if you do not have enough, it's fine. So we're gonna cover it like that, so we can keep in enough heat. Okay, guys. So it's gonna steam, 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 steam. Okay, but here I'm going to leave this space here. I'm leaving this space. This is where I'm going to be adding my water. I'm going to be adding my water by the side here. If you had leaves, you can cover and then just pour the water. So I'm going to be adding my water by the side. You can see me. I'm adding my water by the side. You don't want to pour the water on top because you do not want the water to get into those wraps. Yeah. So we're going to do this and then cover and let it cook until the water dries up. So now we're going to cover it. I'm taking it to the cooker. Oh, it's so heavy. So now it's cooking. I still have a little bit here. I'm just going to wrap this and then we're going to go ahead and do the second batch. Once we do the second batch, what I'm going to do, because I know my phone cannot carry us right up to the end of the cooking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the live stream once I'm done with. Hi, Akshaya. Hi, Akshaya. How are you? Welcome in, darling. Welcome in, my darling. How are you? How is your family doing? How is everyone doing, darling? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, we're going to be wrapping this last one and we're going to set it aside. Then we're going to go on to the second batch. But the second batch will not be too big. It will not, it's just going to be half of what we made because our pot, we have a smaller pot here. We have a smaller pot. All right. So here we are. So we are going to be using the same bowl, guys. The same bowl. We are not wasting anything. This one is really big. Yo! A lucky person is going to get this. This right here is massive. This is a very huge one. So we're going to set this aside. Hi, welcome in. Akshaya family, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing? So we're gonna go back to our raw ingredients. So this is what we used earlier. We used some corn. I'm just gonna rinse my hands again. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, guys. So, so this is what we use. Sister Regina, I don't know if you're there. Okay. I was about to say, I don't know if you're here. So this is what I use because I do not have access to raw corn or traditional corn, but I know you have access to it. So I'm using frozen corn. I'm just trying to strain it because of the eyes. I got the frozen corn and I allowed it to thaw. So I allowed it to thaw. We're using one. And the other batch we used 6. But here I think we're going to use 3 because our pot is not too big. So there you go. We've used 2 already. And here we have 3. All right, so I'm just training it, and then we're going to transfer it into our blender. So we're going to be using some water to crush it here. I'm going to transfer some into my blender. Then we're going to add some water. Then we're going to crush it. But now if you're back home, like when we're in Cameroon, we just, sometimes you take it to the local grinding mill and they just crush it. But sometimes, you know, traditionally they just pound it so that it doesn't, it's not mushy, and they don't add any water to it. Yeah, because sometimes when you go to the local grinding mill, they'll end up adding water. So, but traditionally that's what we do. We sometimes they grind it or they just pound it so you can have those chunks of corn in there. Yeah, so here I'm using the pause button. If you are trying to use the same method like me, I'm using the pause button. I'm using the frozen corn, so I'm just pressing this because I don't want it to be too mushy. So you're going to see this is what we have. And I'm just going to transfer it into my same bowl. I'm not changing the bowl for no reason. I'm not changing the bowl. Not to please even myself, I'm not changing. So you can see, yeah, so that's what we have. Now let me quickly do something. Let me quickly heat up some oil. So while we're doing this is how part of the oil we used. I still have some little amount of oil here. So we are using palm oil. We are using palm oil. I'm just going to put it to heat. We are not bleaching it. I'm just melting the oil completely. That's the oil we're going to be using. So I'm just going to put it there to get hot while we do this thing. So guys, we are heating up our oil, and maybe we should add 1 more sachet of corn and make it 4. Yeah, we're gonna make 4. So I'm going to quickly put the rest in the freezer after this. So the first batch we made 6, and now we're making 4. And I'm transferring it again into my blender, adding in some water. I'm gonna add more water. If you have a food processor, a good food processor, you might not even need to add water. So you can see here we still have some chunks of corn, and that's fine. I'm just going to transfer it in here. I'm transferring it here, and I'll just rinse a little bit. I'm going to put a bit of water. just want to rinse everything. We're not wasting anything. Yes, it must not be completely mashed. When it's completely mashed, like very smooth, it becomes mushy. It becomes stretchy. It becomes stretchy, and that's not the result we are looking for. That's not the result we are looking for. Though some people might like it that way, but we do not do it that way. Yeah. So you have to leave some little chunks. You have to leave some little chunks there. So here we are. I'm just going to rinse my hands. So this is what we had. And I'm just going to go in with my pepper, but I don't think this pepper is going to be enough, so I might have to grind about 2 of my pepper, you know. Then we're going to add polenta. I'm using corn flour. Now this is what I was saying. I'm using corn flour because the frozen corn that you buy is not as hard as our African corn. So if I have to tie it like this, it's going to be mushy. It's not going to be delicious, you know. So I'm adding, to make it thicker, I'm adding some corn flour, some polenta, just corn flour. So we had some here. This is the leftover we used in the other batch. This is what we used. Yeah, if you can grind it at home without adding sugar, that's fine. Without adding so we are adding, without adding water, is fine. Yeah. And usually if your corn is very fresh, it's a very good option. Very fresh, soft and sweet. Oops. So I'm going to add a little bit more. We're going to now this is a vegetarian dish, but I am twisting it. I'm adding some crayfish. It's a vegan dish. So, but I'm adding some crayfish. If you do, the meal is cooked without that, but you know, twisting it a little bit, making it, elevating the aroma is what we are doing here, because we are not using seasoning cubes. Yeah, we are not using seasoning cubes, and this is, yeah, this is it. So yeah. Must the corn be fresh corn from the farm? Yes. We say fresh corn from the farm because it's usually, we need it to be sweet, you know. What's happening? I think my phone wants to shut down already. Oh, no, please don't do this. Don't do this. Yeah, we usually use fresh corn from the farm or fresh corn from the market because we need that sweetness from the corn. You know, when corn is sweet, it's freshly harvested, it is sweet, right? It is sweet. So, are you guys seeing me? Can you guys see me? Yeah, so that is why we always say we need fresh corn from the farm, because that is freshly harvested and it is sweet. It still has natural sweetness. Though some people sometimes If you buy the corn that is old, you know, sometimes these people in the market, they will not be honest. They're going to sell you very old corn. Some people do go ahead and add sugar to have that sweetness. It has a mild sweetness to it.